Hello, 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 and welcome to MAFC Creators Crucible. I am joined by Stelios and the infamous Doug Dollmaker. Doug, how are you?
I'm doing pretty good.
Fantastic,
AKA
man.
Slate
Thank you.
Whore.
Play more for life.
We do need some t-shirts, for sure. Doug, thanks, man, for being our first adventurer on the show, man. Thank
I
you so
appreciate
much.
it.
So obviously we're big, huge fans of your work, and that was part of the big thing about starting this off. We wanted to start it off right and get into more of Doug. So without further ado, is there anything you'd like to add? No? I think Stel's good. All right. So
Nope.
if there's any...
I'm so mesmerized by your beard. It's looking so nice today. So pardon me,
Well, my
I'll try
beard
not to
thanks you.
I'll try not to keep staring there. So
If you see the bird come out, don't feed him.
Yeah.
Anyways, without further ado, welcome to the Savage Lands, people. Doug, tell us how this all began, man. You and your talents. Where did they start?
I mean, I've always been into art. I've been asked this. My dad actually took art lessons through the mail from Norman Rockwell. That's how old he is. They would do remember, you can draw this like in the magazines and stuff.
Yeah, it was like didn't they send you like a paper pamphlet and you had to pick something to draw? I think there was a pirate and a turtle, and yeah.
He would I don't know, it would be like a drawing lesson. He would do it, send it back, and apparently he would grade it and send it back. So I don't know.
Wow.
I've been into it my whole life and
right on.
School and all that stuff, and just ended up always making stuff. And I was in the sign industry for the majority of my adult life, doing vinyl graphics.
Wow.
Before wraps were a thing, like the Cricut machines, they weren't a thing. We had big industrial size ones. I did that for years. Moved here to Virginia Beach from Richmond. Ended up working for a sign shop that did metal work also. And that's where I got into the welding, powder coating, and stuff like that. Did that for a while. Always tinkered with mini bikes and just building something, and started making dolls one day and selling them at an antique mall. And they just took off.
Nice.
And then it was probably, I don't know, about 6-7 years later that I quit my job. Did it full time for over a decade.
No shit. And Stel, you want to bring up some of those dolls? Because
definitely. And
they're amazing.
And I was gonna ask, Doug, what was the first inspiration that you were kind of what were you thinking when you're looking at, because you didn't have any dolls assembled.
Mm-hmm.
So, you're looking at the materials and what's going through your head when, you're looking at these things. How did it, how did it manifest the doll, let's say?
Well, it started with primitive folk art dolls, all sewn, made out of rags, back in the 1800s or whatever, just to be dirty and used. That's the way it started out.
Mm.
And then I started adding clay, and then I started adding metal, and it just evolved. I have a backstory. I don't have it evolved as much as I would like by now, but
you have a backstory for there's a world.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Well, definitely let us know a little bit about, if you want, of course.
Well, I mean, like I said, I haven't put as much time into it as I probably should have, but basically what I make are what you see is doll factory slaves. So these are workers from the doll factory made out of whatever. I actually do traditional jointed bears also, and those are Fabian's finest forgottens. So it's basically like a toy factory, doll factory. They're sad because they don't want to fucking work there. So And then, of
I
course,
love it.
there's themed ones for Christmas and holidays and stuff like that.
Oh, neat.
How
And
awesome, man. Great stuff.
antique parts and antique metals, antique woods.
Now, how do you acquire these materials? Do you go around to different antique shops, or do you kind of just scavenge around and find them?
I'm a hoarder.
Yep, I
Whatever.
was gonna say.
No, well, it all when it did start, I did have a booth at an antique mall.
Okay.
So I started making the dolls to mesh in with that stuff. So I've always been into antiques, and I was big into banana seat bikes. At one time, I had I think over 30 or 40 parts and pieces. They were like with the stick shifts on the frame and all that stuff. And
Oh,
so I've
wow.
always been into old antique stuff. So I actually
Well,
have quite a bit of stockpile of parts and pieces.
nice. Your style is so unique.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I appreciate it. Like, I don't know.
I
I
mean,
mean,
it
there's
really is.
influences from a lot of different, I guess it could be like, post-apocalyptic type of deal, or honestly, like, I haven't done it yet for all these years, but I want to make a doll. I want to bury it in the backyard. I want to dig it up 5 years later. That's what I want it to look like.
Oh, wow.
I know, but that would be hard to sell. But that's what I try to do.
Right.
So
a really
Well, that's an
lived
artistic
in
take,
look.
I think. I'm sorry to
Yeah.
interrupt you there, Tim.
No. I just said it. I mean, that's a unique take for sure. It is great. Wonderful.
And they're all sad. So
Right. Can we see some more of those again, Stel? Because man, oh my God, they
I got
truly
let's see.
beautiful.
Show them again.
They please, I want to see them again. I'm sorry for everyone
No. These
that
are, I
already
mean,
looked at them, but
especially this Frankenstein.
and all the eyes, I do want to say that I make all the eyes. The eyes are all handmade. So yeah, each
Now,
eye individually made.
now this is like 100% you, right? Like from, I mean, the parts, everything assembled, you've put
Mhm.
everything together here, right? The chair.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, I made the chair. I sculpted the head. I sculpted the hands. Excuse me. The shoes are like bronze, the baby shoes.
I was gonna say they look like baby shoes, yeah.
All the fabrics I use. I mean, sometimes I have to use new fabrics, but the majority of the fabrics are antique.
I mean, even that old plug socket right there, it just looks so,
like the
real
straps
cool.
for the hand straps on that one they're from old roller skates.
Now, and these dolls are articulated, correct? They do
Yeah.
have articulation.
Yeah, the like this one example, the neck, shoulders, elbows, hips, and knees move.
Oh wow,
That's so
Some
awesome.
of them would be like, I guess, like a 5 POA, but most of them are like this: neck, shoulders, elbows, knees, and hips.
So
Head,
do
shoulders,
you?
knees, and toes.
Yeah. So do you
Oh,
make
and up
these
there
to
on the
order?
chair, at the top of the chair, that's actually a casting of Skeletor's head from the '80s. He-Man. See the profile?
Oh, on the sides, I see it.
Yeah.
Oh wow,
That's so. Let me
cool
see
as
if you
shit.
can see it better in this picture.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah,
So
see it.
You can.
That's so awesome.
Do you
So
make these to
some,
order?
yes and no. I used to
If
do
someone
pre-orders. I haven't
wanted to
done
buy
pre-orders.
these,
Hmm?
what do they do? If someone wanted to buy one of these, what do
Oh,
they place an
right
order with
now
you?
I just make what I make and then I'll put it on my website.
Okay,
They've been
that's where they
drops
get you
lately.
to.
I like to try to give more time.
Sure.
But honestly, to be honest, like, I'm not a bullshitter. Like with Instagram and Facebook, with the algorithms, how it's went to shit, basically, you have to play a game. So it's like to keep people on it, I'll just do teaser photos. And then
Right.
people get it. They're like, oh shit, something's coming,
Right.
and then I'll just drop it. And then the people who are actually following me and actually paying attention will be able to buy one.
Right on.
Awesome.
Right on. That's
But it
very
used to
cool,
be
man.
like a pre-order thing. Like I would make this, right? and then I'd be like, okay, I can make similar but not exact. And then I would do pre-order.
Look at them; those are fantastic. Oh my god, I love those.
Thanks.
I mean,
Yeah,
seriously,
these are
you
great.
know, you like this is what I meant by your style is so unique. You know, you look at like Frank Frazetta, right? You look at like Tim Burton's work, right? And I'm talking about
Mhm.
his drawings, not his films. They have a unique style that if you look at them, you go, okay, that's so and so. And that's what's so genius about this. You've created something completely original, and it's with your own style. I mean, that's hats off to you, man.
Oh, I
Seriously.
appreciate it.
Oh,
It's weird. I don't know. I don't look at it like that. Honestly, I guess from the last 8 years, it's work, and
yeah.
and I don't like to look at it that way, but it has become that. So a lot of it is repetitive for me. So I don't see what y'all see, but I appreciate it. I'm glad it's still coming
I
across.
can I can relate to that, and I think most or any customizers that are humble enough can see that. You know, they have fans of their work, and to us, we're just like, I mean, it's yeah, okay, it's all right, but you know, you got so and so over here going bananas because they loved what you did, and I think that's a good thing about any artist, you know, that
Yeah.
keeping that humble ground, I think, is most important
Oh
because
yeah, I could say like 30 things about that Frankenstein piece that I absolutely hate. Like,
yeah,
yeah,
right.
absolutely hate.
Yes,
But
we definitely tend to go over our own work and go, look
Well,
at
right.
that. Oh God, look at that.
mhm.
Yeah. I mean, we've had countless conversations of,
Mhm.
you know, I'll take a picture and zoom in on something and go,
Right.
ooh, because I can see something. And you
Yeah.
can't even see it with the naked eye. I actually had to photograph it with a camera to so you see it, but I knew it was there, so it drove me crazy.
Mhm.
Yeah.
What,
I
what do you
actually
do?
have done quite a few things with the dolls that you would never see unless you took it
Mm,
apart.
right,
Like
little right.
intentional stuff. Like, I don't know, just in my mind, somebody's going to take it apart one day, 50 years from now, and be like,
So when they open
yeah.
it up and there's like a
When
little
there's
note in
yeah.
it, there's a
Yeah.
note, a recipe for like bread pudding. What?
It says
What
no,
is
it says
this?
buy more slates.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah, I
fucking
can totally
good.
see that in some museum, and it's like, here we have
Right.
an old doll. This used to be a form of entertainment for people, like a pastime activity of some sort.
No shit. They ever drop the bombs, whoever is left and finds that, they're gonna be like, look how old this is.
Yeah, right.
But
Oh
yeah,
man.
Doug, seriously, man. I mean, that's incredible. So you still do that, and that's where you started doing
What's up?
basically what you do with
Yeah.
the
Yeah. That's what I
dolls
do then. Yeah.
and
I
your
mean, I have something else going on right now, but yeah, the dolls
oh
are income. So
oh
I got,
oh
some lifestyle changes here. I've had, just like everybody else, it's not really COVID related, but life kind of, goes
sure
down and doesn't really go back up. And over
no
the last
my
couple of years, I've had to make some changes, and it's all for the
my
better.
life sucks too. Trust me.
I
Right
mean,
on.
certain things fall apart, like your hips and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
it takes me 20 minutes to get out of bed.
I mean, I
It
was
sucks.
fortunate enough to be able to make something with my hands and sell out in minutes. And
Yeah,
it goes around the world.
I'm not surprised that it
And
sells out.
Yeah,
I
right.
mean, my old Instagram, I'm not whatever, but my old Instagram account had over 10,000 followers.
Oh
And
wow.
there was a time where I think most of it was, how people will buy something just because somebody else is buying it.
Sure.
Would
Mhm.
do shows. I have examples where it's like at the end of the show, 3 day. I mostly did tattoo conventions. Um,
Mm,
so at the end of on Sunday, I would have 2 dolls left. I had one instance where I had 2 dolls left, and this lady was trying to choose one. and I saw this guy kind of hovering her, and she finally chose one, and she bought it, and he steps up and he's just like, "I'll take this." Not, and I really thought he just bought it just because there were a crowd of people around my table, and what is this? Why are people buying this? I have to have one then, type thing. You know what I'm saying? So there was
Really?
a lot of that for quite a few years. There really was. Like those Ink Master shows or people on their shows, they would come to my table, and then one show I don't know, it had to be 30 to 40 people all around my table. Like, what is he looking at? He's famous, you know. What is he looking at? What is he buying?
Sure.
And after he left, I sold out. Like,
right.
so, you know, there was a lot of that for years. So life happened, and I'm on the decline now, and then it's like, now I don't know. It's kind of a change of direction, I guess. So
I think we should all engage in a little private wager amongst ourselves where we just put out as much work as we can before our bodies give out.
and there is a lot of stuff like,
get
because
to
I mean,
work,
I do a lot of welding and
Ain't got much
metalwork just on these dolls. Like, I can remember when I did pre-orders, right? And just say I had some gnarly welded hands,
Mm.
and then I had a pre-order. I used to do the pumpkin heads, and I would have pre-order 50 to 60 deep.
Mm.
And so it would just be 3 days of nonstop repetitive welding. You know,
Yeah.
I couldn't do that now.
Right.
I couldn't do it now. My back would give out. Like,
Sure.
there's no way. So,
It's not worth it. Oh.
exactly.
Right.
So, you know, it's nice to be able to, with the changes that I'm making, focus more on 1 or 2 pieces instead of 22 pieces. You know,
Yeah.
type deal.
So have you always, not to shift gears, but we're kind of moving into another realm of where you dabbled.
Mhm.
Have you always collected toys, or was this something recent as well?
No, I mean, I never got like hard. Well, I guess I did. I guess the height of my toy collecting was Master Universe 2000X. When that was out,
Okay.
I was
Sure.
buying everything, and that's right around McFarlane.
Right.
You know, I never was like the Toy Biz. I never got any of that stuff. So it's, you know, a lot of horror stuff, McFarlane,
Right.
the Motu 2000X stuff. Always collecting the old stuff. I mean, I'd like to say I had like bought and sold probably like 2 or 3 collections of old Motu stuff.
Oh wow.
So it's like, you know, I've always been into it. You know, I can remember the 90s going to high school and getting out of school, and we would just go paint the D&D the little lead figures. You know, we would just paint those all night long. But no, I mean, at one point I had all the 80s He-Man stuff, like the curtains. Like, I had a nice toy room set up. But I would sell
That's
them
really
and
cool.
then, you know, collect something else.
Sure.
Comics, you know, I'm very selective now on the comics, but I used to be big into that.
Right.
So, yeah.
Right on. So, did you, when you were collecting back in the McFarlane days and Motu days, were you customizing them, or was it just more of like, these are badass?
No, we were doing some,
childhood?
because I made a comment somewhere the other day. That's like, we were doing some customizing, but it wasn't much painting. It was just cutting stuff apart and JB welding it back together.
Oh,
You know,
okay. Right.
just kit bashing, basically, I guess is what it would have been called.
Right.
I did a lot of that. Like, a lot. That's why I'm not scared now. Like,
Right.
that's why I like Mythic Legion stuff, but I was like, I'll pull the knife out. No problem. Like, I will.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm getting up there. It's like 30 years ago, I wouldn't have done that because this is going to be worth a lot of money one day.
Right.
I mean, I will not hesitate to cut a figure out now. Like,
No. Well,
We're past
there's
that.
a lot. Yeah, there's a lot of fun when you're
plus I have extras, so it's fine. But
right. No, that always helps too. Slate horror.
You can
for
afford to buy
life.
doubles now, so
almost got
Right
me a
on.
piece
So,
of masking tape, and I was going to write Slate Whore for Life on it, but
Oh man, you should have. You should have put your little name tag in there, Slate Whore.
Yep.
So you started doing. You finally started doing like kit bashing and customs and whatnot. I can see right behind you. It looks like Death Dealer.
oh, that's one.
Yeah, that is badass.
That's pretty cool.
That is badass.
Yeah, so
Now,
this one
is the shield and the axe and the head? Is that all?
the
and the loin.
And
the
the loin,
axe
yeah.
the axe is
And
that's all.
Mezco. The axe is
Okay.
Mezco.
Oh,
The-
okay.
The head, the shield, the loin, and the waist piece
the waist
is
piece,
MAFC.
Nice.
Torso, arms, gauntlet is McFarlane.
Oh wow.
Tail
The
was
poncho
cut
of the
up.
Predator.
Yeah, this is the Shaman Predator, Mystic Legion Centaur, and the tail I cut and put back
Ooh,
together.
nice.
Just making sure. Man, that looks
Oh,
really
and this is
cool.
Mezco.
Yeah.
That looks great. Wow.
Yeah,
It's one of
but
my favorite waist pieces
Oh,
pieces from
Yeah,
MAFC.
Yeah,
that
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that piece.
That's a real good one.
I'm really glad I was able to get that. I'm still kind of working on it, but
Yeah, no, that looks fantastic.
so yeah.
Do we have?
Yeah, I got some parts for you, Doug. If you do end up coming to Heroes Con, I'll
Yeah,
give them to you there. If
I
not,
am
I'll
trying
definitely
to
ship
make
to
it
you.
that Sunday. It'll basically just be a blitzkrieg there and back. But yeah, I'm working on it. I want to.
Just to get out to the booth,
Yeah.
pick up
And
some
then
more
the deal.
slates.
Yep.
I don't think I need any more slates.
Yeah.
I do want
Not
another
very slate
curing
whorish of you
century,
right
though.
there.
Do you don't have to tell us, but do you have more than 10?
Yes.
Slate
I do.
whore. You whore.
I just want to do just a shout out to Bella Books and Toys in Virginia Beach, because
Indeed.
them taking in trade-ins allowed me to be a slate horse.
Right on. What
Turn me
great
to the
news.
whore I am today.
Yes, thank you, Bella Books. Thank you. Yeah, they helped me turn tricks, man. It's awesome. Love it.
So yeah, I like this one. This one's cool. There's some more stuff I want to do to it, of course, but
Yeah.
I think and that's what I do. Like anybody could. I'm not saying anybody. I mean, anybody could do a Death Dealer with the parts available. Would do a Death Dealer Centaur.
No.
So I'm always outside the box.
Yeah, that's definitely outside of the box. I think it's safe to say you might be the only one that's ever done that.
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't seen another one.
Stel, do we have any of his?
Centaur,
do we have pictures of any of his other custom work that's?
Oh yes. Let me bring it up. So we have.
I see something cool back there, man.
Well, nothing
Doug,
as far as that. We have some nice MAFC customs that he's done, and also that nice mount. I'm sorry, what was that, Doug?
No,
I'm pointing.
I'm sorry. Here I am. I was talking about that right there.
Yeah, you can't get it.
You're really teasing me.
That's
there. Anyways, well, oh my God, that looks great.
No, that thing is. Yeah, he showed me some up close of that. That thing is wicked awesome.
That looks like steampunk lizard all the way, man. That's fucking cool looking.
Yeah, that one got to that point now. It's just.
Stel, you can bring up those MAFC parts that he did. Did he?
Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry. I thought he was gonna bring that steampunk lizard up front. So I didn't want
that's not getting any closer.
Tease.
But
oh man, that's wicked, man.
Wow, that's real.
You know, I saw that and I don't know. I really I don't know. There's a lot of crap talk about McFarlane, but man, some of the sculpts on that stuff, like the Witcher stuff, it's great. I love it.
Those Dune figures are no joke.
Those are nice too.
I believe that's a Dune cloak right there, isn't it, Doug? That's
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's from the gold label. Yeah.
The Paul.
But the mask fits Ciri's face like it was meant to. Like it's perfect.
Wait,
It's
whose
perfect.
face? Who?
Ciri from The Witcher.
Oh, you're kidding.
Look,
Yeah,
I got it right here.
That
Here, let's,
MAFC. Oh,
there
wow.
she is. Hold on, let me bring you up.
Wow, and she's riding something. That looks cool, man.
But it's just sticky tack, but
oh, looky here. Oh shit.
She's on the boar. Oh, look at that guy over there.
I know.
But yeah, it's Ciri from The Witcher,
man.
and it's a perfect. Her eyes line up. Everything is perfect.
That's fantastic.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
And she fits on the board.
You didn't see that mask used that often, so it's awesome to see it.
No.
I got some pictures. I don't know if I put pictures in the group, but the profile, her cheeks, her mouth, her eyes, it all lines up perfect.
Wow.
Perfect. Oh yeah, man.
Really wild.
No, that's an awesome.
Yeah, you're right. You're right, Stel. That's a rare one because now you don't see a lot of people use that. I have a different one too, which I still have. Thank Christ. I haven't painted it yet, but it's a different mask.
A different faceplate.
Yeah, it doesn't have like the big curly horns or.
I'm trying to remember that.
Well, that's really
Labyrinth.
Cool.
Is that what the guy has? Like he has a mask that looks very similar.
Yeah, David Bowie. Yeah, pretty close.
Yeah. It's a very similar mask that he has in that. So,
that was really cool.
But like the severed beast heads from like The Witcher, like that come with. I'm using those. Like I don't know. I love all that stuff. I don't know why.
Well, McFarlane definitely has some cool accessories. That's no joke.
Yeah,
as long as they're not dummy.
Gummy.
They are. Some of them are very gummy.
They were so gummy. I tried to eat one and it tasted terrible.
Yeah,
but like
turtles.
Now I have cancer.
But like just using them like that.
Yeah.
All right, that's cool.
Yeah,
man.
I got the wolf one. Yeah, and those boars are awesome too. From
man, I don't have a boar, and I don't have a wolf either.
The wolves are nice.
I have an artist proof that I painted a wolf, and I never want to paint one ever again. So I have an artist proof that's just sitting in a box. So let me know.
You mean
was it that bad? Oh,
it's just a lot to paint. Like it's a lot. I've been painting this for months, just a little bit at a time, because it's just so much.
Well, you painted the saddle and everything, so
yeah, it was an artist proof. It was all green. I actually took this one completely apart because the way the joints were super stiff. I dremeled off all the notches because they don't need them. It still moves just fine and it holds the weight just fine. So you don't have to worry. You don't have to heat it up or anything.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I completely took this one apart.
Yeah,
and I wanted to keep the whole blue with Kumo's the blue stripes.
Mm-hmm.
I figure if there's blue skin, then there's blue leather somewhere. So.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, his water skin's blue.
Yep.
And then the blue on him too. No, it looks it's very nice. Ties all together.
That's gorgeous, man. That's gorgeous work.
Thanks.
Real nice stuff, Doug.
Yeah. My God. Woo. Doggy. Oh yeah, there he is. Oh wow.
There he is.
Getting to see that blue, turn that to the side again. Oh man, that really sticks out. That is fantastic.
But
wow.
And then you can't really see it. I don't know about the underbelly.
Oh wow.
With the yellow and the orange, I try to keep it going on the inside.
Yeah.
I mean, it's super grimy. I like to do I don't do a clean paint job. I like dirty. I like grimy.
Well, yeah, me too. I hear you.
And then I took the bottom jaw part off of this. The mask the way it comes, there's a bottom jaw piece. I took that off.
Oh wow.
So it kind of matches his half mask, and he's got a half mask.
Yeah, no, totally. That's really cool, man.
The one
You
thing
like
I had to do, obviously, is take his tail off. But I did have to Dremel his underside to get him to sit more flush.
Oh, right.
Like I had to Dremel that
I gotcha.
where the tail goes
I see.
for him to be able to sit on there a little better. But yeah, other than that, that's good.
Yeah, that's.
And then the
man,
hood's
that looks
from
so cool.
one of the Dune figures.
Paul Moadib.
Yeah. Those Dune figures got some. I mean, for the soft goods, for what it is, I mean,
dude, I absolutely agree, man.
Agree.
I mean,
yeah.
I have a whole cabinet down there full of them. I love those figures. Those are good shit. Right on. So, well, we clearly just stepped into the realm of Savage Crucible. So, I would very much like to talk about Doug's coin holder.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I just wanted to show that real quick because I know our volume.
I forgot I posted that. That's cool.
No, that was excellent, and even the posing too, real good on that. I mean, you get to see some of the articulation used really nicely with the figures. So
these figures are fun. I mean, they really do get into some stuff like that pose right there, and then like I kind of captioned it, and with the. It just looked like they were talking, where are we going next? And it's like he's just chilling, got his knee, and it just goes so perfect the way it poses up.
Truly, yeah. So yeah, Tim, where'd you go? Why are you hiding from us now?
What do you mean? You can't see me?
Nope.
No, you're all black again. You switch your camera on us again, or what?
I didn't touch my camera. Did you? It must have happened when the
video played.
When the video played, I guess.
Because we can hear you just fine.
Well, right on. That's good. Well, while we're on this, let's continue. So that was pretty badass video. Can you guys hear me okay?
Let's see here. Yeah, we can hear you, Tim. We can hear you just fine.
Yeah, that video was really cool. I want to talk about that Savage coin holder, damn it.
Let's bring that up, yeah.
Yeah. Look at that.
There we go. Look at that.
Look at that.
That thing has been.
So
honestly,
what made you decide to take this journey, Doug? Were you I need to put my coins somewhere?
Yep. I was doing my doll work, and I was like, I need somewhere to put the coins, and pulled some foam out, carved it up, put a texture coat on it, and then I was like, I could probably make a pretty simple one-piece mold out of this. Simple in my terms, but like, okay, that I could do that. So I did it, and that's why I think I messaged you, Stel. I was like, what do you think?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just one of those things that just popped up. One of those ideas that the way it balances, like, I mean, I think some of them won't stand up until you put the coins in it. It's just the way the weight balances on it.
Oh, right.
It just kind of came out, and I was like, okay, this works. I mean, I liked it.
It's incredible, seriously. I mean, I wanted something to hold the coins, and I even had brought up, I was like, well, what about like a coin holder, like like the old coin books? How lame compared to this? How lame compared to this? Look what he's done. This is what I was like, holy shit, I've got to have one as soon as I saw it. I absolutely love this.
Honestly, I mean, I appreciate it. Like I said, I made it to hold the coins, but then I think it just accidentally fits as a diode piece.
Oh,
Like the
Yeah, it
pictures
totally
I took
does.
where Como like kneeled down next to it and stuff. Like, I don't know. I think it works really well in a diorama situation.
yeah,
It does.
that picture of Como kneeling in front of it is amazing. Stel, do we have that one?
I don't have that one here. It's definitely on
Oh
Facebook.
man.
Uh,
And you still
but
can't
Doug,
see
tell us
me?
a little bit about that because that's not just like regular insulation foam,
No,
correct?
no. Even the original was made out of it's sign foam. Um,
Mm.
the original was made out of sign foam. You can its original intention is because back in the day you had sandblasted wooden signs like you'd see outside like apartment complexes and stuff like that. To where you sandblast wood, the soft part
Mm.
goes away and the hard part stays up, and that's where you get those ridges.
Mhm.
Well, you can do the same thing with this sign foam, and I have a bunch of it from doing the sign work for years. That's what I made the original out of, and then, like I said, made a mold of it. But the ones now, they're cast out of a rigid foam. It's a two-part foam, um, and it's rigid enough to where if you drilled a hole in it, it's like it doesn't. It's not soft. You can't push your fingers in it. Um,
Right.
you can carve it, drill it. Um, like if you want to put a screw in it, like you have to back it out. Like you can't pull it out. So it's just a dense foam. I use it for my dolls. I use it for the heads. The heads I sculpt like a skull basically, and then I use that foam, and then I sculpt on top of that. So I already had the foam. That's when I tried it out, and it just worked perfect.
Wow.
So I actually have ones that I'm working on now. I mean,
Yeah.
so these
And
are I'll shape the back, and then I have been putting a texture coat on them just to darken them up, different color, and it just makes it a little easier to paint.
so
I
you
mean, I don't
actually
want
have
to.
yeah, but you actually have more for sale? Is that what you're telling us?
I'm currently actually, I guess they are officially orders now because I'm currently working on an order of 4 or 5, but I do have 4 extras that I'm going to finish.
Nice.
All
Okay.
So
right.
we will have
And
4 for sale.
so where can they go to if somebody wants to buy one?
I mean, right now I was just posting them in the group. Um, I don't. It's still. I guess if it's a something that more people want, I don't. I know. I guess eventually it would be on my website. But right now, if you want one, just message me. I don't want to get
Right
too
on.
crazy with it right now. But
Yeah, thank
it
you.
is
Well,
definitely something. If there's enough people that want one, I can definitely do a pre-order.
right on.
It would have to be a limit of like 25 or something like that.
Sure, right
Kind of like
on.
a
Well,
Kickstarter, I guess. If there was
yeah,
25 sold, then I will. Then it's
sure.
warranted that I can make 25.
Well, you heard it,
Nice.
people. You better get one.
Yeah.
For one, he's only got 4 extras, so you miss out on that, you're going to be sorry. Especially because I'm pretty sure you can get a decoder, right? It shows they're still
Right. Yeah, they're
available.
still available.
Those coins I know are still somewhat available, and those are convention exclusives too.
Mhm.
But I mean, even if you can't go to the convention, and you are lucky enough to have one of those decoders, I guess to say, right? If you bought an all in, now you've got that all in coin, and
Right,
there
you
you
got one
go.
piece to start the collection there. So
Yeah,
And I
exactly.
am
Can you still not see me? I'm sorry, guys. Can you
still
still
can't
not
see
see
yeah,
me.
me?
for some reason your screen is still black, Tim. I'm not sure. It did
Do you
happen
have?
as like halfway through that video playing, so
You
I'm
know
not
what?
sure if that triggered it.
Why don't you play that video again just for shits and giggles and see if it
To
works?
see if it comes back on. Let's do
Yeah,
it.
because I can see myself. I can see all of you guys. You know what I mean? Like
Can you see him, Doug?
No, I can't see him.
Yeah. Here, let's see.
yeah.
Still black. You're still dark on us there, Tim. I don't know.
Oh,
what.
that's a shame because I'm giving you both the middle finger. Damn it.
I bet. Yeah.
All right.
What
Well,
a true savage you are right there. Look at
yeah,
that.
I know, right? I do apologize.
Oh.
I'm actually using something different tonight than what I normally use.
It's all right. We still
I
got your beautiful voice to listen to, so that's, you know.
that's true. I do have a radio voice. And
Yeah.
welcome to the top 10 of the scoop and the scup. Sorry. So, anyways, moving forward.
But I
So
am.
Actually, let me ask Doug this. Any
yeah.
plans on any different type of coin holders or anything like that?
Corn holders.
Yeah, I'm doing. Slowly working on one for the dwarf coin set.
Ooh.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh.
Oh, you.
Oh, get out.
bastard.
Oh my God.
That's all I got right now.
You fuck.
Oh my God.
Man, I'm glad you
Honestly,
can't see me.
it kind of worked out because I
I'm
already
telling you.
had that. I sculpted that for some like dwarf elves that I did. So I have a mold of my sculpt. So yeah, and it actually I think it's going to work out. So
Well, after showing that, I'm glad my camera's off because I just took my pants off, everyone. So
Yeah, right. I was gonna say,
man, that was. Hey, look, this is still Savage, even though it's MAFC Creators Crucible. It's still Savage, and if I'm gonna take my pants off, that's part of being savage.
that's part.
So, anyways, I'll maybe.
So I'll get to that. I'll get to that eventually. But yeah,
Nice.
There is one. There is one coming.
Sure, Doug.
Well, definitely put me down for one.
Yeah, me too.
For sure, because that is wicked. What is this going on next to the coin holder here, buddy?
That
What you got back there?
There you go. There you go. Is that
See a
another
lot of-
teaser?
of
What's with all the
pink over there.
teasers? I'm gonna tell you, Doug. You got to stop this because I'm about to take my underwear off now. Stop teasing.
He's already taking his pants off.
I know.
His lucky. The camera's
man.
gonna cut on as soon as he's taking off the underwear.
I fucking loved muscles, man.
Oh yeah,
I loved the garbage can that they came in. I did like the big pack that was, like the plastic tray, but it wasn't as cool as the garbage can.
Oh yeah,
That garbage can was. I mean, wow. Who would have thought, right? Let's put a bunch of little pink wrestlers in a garbage can, and kids would go ape shit. I wanted them all. How many were there? How many were there of pink?
Oh, I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't.
More than 100 different ones?
I have a few now, but it's just ones I've found throughout the years. I never actually tried to collect them in my adult life. So
yeah, it would be interesting. I know somebody did like Masters of the Universe ones, and I've seen like a couple of like, IP'd ones, which I thought was pretty
Imagine
interesting.
someone's toy room, that's all they have is just muscles everywhere. That would be pretty sick. I would want.
Right?
I would like that tour.
No kidding. I think they had a poster, right? Didn't they have like a poster, like a checklist poster?
I believe so.
Yeah, I'm sure they did. I think everything in the games did.
Yeah, I was gonna say like that was a given. Like
what was what were the guys that had the chest and you could reveal their element? Do you remember they were monster or like beasts?
Oh, battle beasts.
Battle beasts. There we go. Battle beasts. I know they had a checklist poster.
I've got a couple of them somewhere.
Yeah.
I had a buddy that had it, and I remember going bananas every time I went over. It was on his door. Oh man, that was so cool. That one, and what was the other one that drove me crazy? I wanted so bad was a Garbage Pail Kids Series 1 checklist poster. That was amazing.
Did the posters come in the card packs?
No, they were always like mail away things.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So you would have, you know what I mean? You would have to like wait for them to have that ad, and then you just did whatever they wanted, whether it was like, send in. I think for like the garbage pail ones, I think you actually had to send in just the whole wrapper.
Did y'all,
You know what I mean?
as far as GI Joes, because it reminded me with mail away.
Mm-hmm.
So I had the mail away. Actually did the mail away to get it the refrigerator, Harry,
Mm-hmm.
and then the hooded cover commander. That was
Oh,
mailed.
right.
That reminded me of I remember those two mailing away for those.
Right on. Did you ever make your own GI Joe? Remember that? And they always the guy looked the same. All they did was just take the info that you gave and what you wanted to name them, and they put it on a bio card. But everybody's figure looked the same. Yeah, I mean, it was a cool.
Hey, you got to buy a card out of it, kid. Enjoy yourself.
Exactly. It was a cool idea, but when you ran over to your buddy's house and you were like, "Look at my custom GI Joe.
This is a custom-made GI Joe.
Yeah,
check it out."
right?
No way, bro. You got the same one I did.
Yeah, exactly. Except mine's name's Steve. Mine's Scuba Steve, and this is Fred or some shit. Yeah, how lame.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, same figure, but still, it was a cool thing. You know what I mean? Like there was a lot of fun stuff back then. For sure.
Oh yeah,
but
for sure. Yeah,
and that's one of the things that I definitely have to give my hat off to is Rob doing all this fucking fun shit involving Savage Crucible. I mean, the cards alone. What a cool secret add-on. You know what I mean? We already had paid for everything. And it was like, but wait, there's more. It was like Mr. Popeil. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I wasn't even. I mean, like I said, D&D. I never played that stuff. I mean, I knew what it was, obviously, and I had friends that did. So when they're with the card thing, I was just like, I don't care. But then you get the cards,
right?
And it's like you only need two more.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like shit. And I'm gonna frame mine if I can ever get the whole set. I'm just gonna frame them.
The artwork's incredible.
That's what I was gonna say.
Artwork
not
is
to sound
incredible.
like a stupid fan, but I love anything that Rubens draws. His art style is so unique, and I like that. The way he approaches things and all that. So anything with his artwork on is cool. The cards. That's basically why I kind of want the cards, is just to have all the different art, for them. So,
and like one of the genius,
it's
simple
a
ideas,
art card set.
Like with the storytelling that we're seeing in the group. I mean, I'm doing it. I love it. It's not only that the figures are easy to put in poses that almost say the words for you, but like with me, I have like Matt's poster, the graphic novel, the other, the stickers. I framed all that stuff. So now it's a display that's starting to happen like on the wall, and of course you have the story, but just to have the backstories out the gate like that, I don't know, it makes it a lot more of something, especially now now I'm imagining with the cards being framed. It's like this big display that's forming, It's pretty cool.
Yeah, no, I love it. I absolutely love it.
And honestly, it's like the whole dark fantasy thing, like,
it's
some
definitely dark.
Massive thing. Like, it's like the potential to have the mature theme, that's there, and I'm into it. I can see the both sides of the story, but I don't have kids, so if there are ever females made to where they could be displayed a couple different ways, mine's going to be 80s, 1980s out there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly.
So I love I like the potential of that.
Definitely. I mean, I have a kid, but she's not allowed in my toy room.
Right.
So
yeah,
I can display whatever I want, and I definitely love that this line feels adult.
It does.
Because especially if anyone's paid attention to my paints, I don't like cartoony stuff. I like the grimy, I like the dingy. I like it looking, worn and beat up, and it's just that's my thing, and I definitely love that feel that I'm getting from Savage Crucible. So, but
And so if y'all talk to anybody that I've seen this done in like people making masks, but I did this years ago. And I got a few of them going on, but it's a hip like bone to like a deer.
what the
But
Oh, damn.
I've seen people make masks out of these things.
Mm-hmm.
So I have
Vikings?
no shortage of bones. I'm a hoarder. I have no shortage of bones either. But to have something like this sculpted in that scale,
Yeah.
that would be. And did this?
Well,
Hold on.
you saw Nashorn. What'd you think?
Oh, I loved it. So it's just.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, that's cool as shit.
That's so awesome. Yeah.
Wow, man.
But I think something like this would be so cool on a small
Man, that
scale.
looks great, Doug. That looks.
Do you
awesome.
have any skull furniture?
It's funny I had to think about it. No, I don't.
Okay, thank Christ, because I was
He's like,
I was about to cue the Texas Chainsaw Massacre opening.
I was like, do I? No.
Fucking A, right on. I mean, that's great. It really is. That looks fantastic.
So with me making stuff like that, and then like I said, when I was out of all toy, I was done. I was cool. I didn't need to customize or collect anything anymore. And then, when the whole Savage Crucible thing was being hinted at and stuff like that, I was like, all right, let me see.
Well, you've been taking some really good pictures. Stel, we got some of those. Yeah, your pictures
fun.
that you've been given.
just the ones that we've seen so far.
Oh, right, because we don't have the Como kneeling in front of the
in front of the
all of that.
I love that one.
There's not a lot, and I haven't done a lot of toy stuff on my Instagram or social media stuff.
Right.
But I am changing that now. I mean, you can go to my Instagram and see Savage Crucible stuff on there.
Let me ask you this, Doug. You had taken a little bit of a break from customizing, no? Like, because I remember, we were talking and stuff like that, and you were saying like, oh, it's just kind of slowed down with things. And it seems like with Savage Crucible, that kind of re-sparked.
Oh yeah, like I said, I was done. Like I sold a lot of stuff. Like, and all the paints that I use them with my dolls anyway. So I already have paints. But like, no, I was done. I sold a lot, if not all of it. Just kept some stuff here and there. But no, Savage Crucible, as far as customizing goes, no, it's definitely sparked, and I'm back in it, I guess. If that's the right term.
How do you feel about that though? Like, is it one of those things where it's like, damn it, they pulled me back in, or you're like, woo-hoo!
No, not at all, because I will. It's a little bit of a damn it, because I will waste a bunch of time. Like
that's a good thing. That's a good thing.
I will be like, okay, I'm just going to work on this for a little bit. 8 hours later,
Yeah, right. I know how that goes. Man.
Because I start cutting shit up. Like, I'm not, like I said, I don't think I'm a great painter. And I don't think, like, as far as my sculpting abilities, even welding, I can make 2 pieces of metal stick and hold my weight. I'm not going to brag about how it looks. It functions perfectly.
Yeah, what kind of a beat are you dropping on there, Doug? No.
Drop the beat.
But I mean, honestly, I mean, the painting, these are new, and I'm still not used to them. So honestly, some of the painting is frustrating. So it seems like, because like with this one, when I started cutting stuff up for that, and it's like I kind of enjoy that more. And like I said, being outside the box. I mean, I've started stuff, not with Savage Crucible yet, but I've started stuff in the past and then seen it and I've scrapped it. Because, I don't know, I just like to I root for the underdog. I like to do what nobody's doing.
Yeah. Same
And
here.
I'm not, I've seen some of these paint jobs out there, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, like I never will be that, as long as it comes across and makes me happy on a shelf. I don't ever intend to sell anything, so it's like.
Oh, well, that's really cool. So this is all like personal for you then.
Yeah, no, I mean, like I said, I don't.
Right on. Well, that's
I'm
even
not.
cooler.
I'm not making any of the customs to sell. If somebody wants to buy it, fine, but that's not the original.
That's not the intent of
No,
it.
not at all. I just want to put it on my shelf and have fun taking pictures of it, have fun making it. Like this.
Yeah.
I've been working on this, and how happy I was to finally have a proper length. Like this is long. This is perfect.
Right.
And this has been sitting on the shelf for 2 years, and I haven't touched it until now.
That's an MAFC helmet, right? Did
Yeah,
you glue those horns?
No, I sculpted them. Yeah.
Oh,
wow.
That's on it.
Yeah, that looks killer.
The green stuff or whatever.
This is new attorney of Beastman. The shoulder,
yeah,
the shoulder,
the deluxe one.
That's cool as shit.
That's awesome, man.
And that worked on that. So.
Did you use the green stuff when you sculpted?
What's that?
Did you use the green stuff when you sculpted the horns?
No, I use a couple different ones, but like epoxy sculpt. I forget. It's Aves is the company, but that's what I use to sculpt my dolls. So any of the 2-part epoxy clays, that's what that is. But it's kind of the same thing. I mean, it's just plumber's putty is like the base of it. You put A and B together. It just cures too fast to sculpt out of it. So epoxy clays come in different, how long it takes for it to set up, stuff like that. But that's just what I use.
Real nice, man. No, that looked killer. And I mean, it's so awesome. You found that upper torso from McFarlane, and it just works so well on those centaurs.
I love those. Like I did a little bit to this one to give more range of motion, but like that figure went on clearance and it was like $5. And just all you need is the torso. The rest of it you can literally
That's perfect.
But the sculpting's there. That's why I've found so far mixing Savage Crucible with like McFarlane Witcher stuff. Like the sculpting, they look like they go together. Like
Oh, that's an incredible custom, man. If I haven't conveyed that enough, that was absolutely amazing. I really like what you did with that. With that girl, the McFarlane Sierra.
Yeah, that worked out pretty good. I like that one.
Yeah, and she looks great on
that, and
she looks great on that boar. I need to get one of those. I want one, damn it. I don't have a wolf, I don't have a boar. I gotta get one.
The cheapest place to get the boar is if you go on Amazon, and it's Amazon Japan, and it pops up on Amazon or whatever.
Right.
Just watch it, because it'll be regular like $150, and the shipping's like, I don't know, like $40.
Right.
For like 2-day shipping, even if you don't pay for Prime. But then I've seen it go as low as like $55. So you can get it for under $100.
Wow. Okay.
I've seen it to where shipping, you can get it for like $75 shipped.
Yeah,
so it's like, you just have to watch it because their prices go up and down.
Sure. Right on. All right. Well, hey,
the only bad part with that boar was the price tag originally, but it's a very nice mount.
Yeah, see, and I got so many mounts already, and it's like, man, do I really want to drop that kind of coin?
Honestly, if it wasn't a boar, like that, and I know the company's saying like they're gonna do a ram too, and they freaking got me sold if that thing looks wicked.
Right on. All right, well, you know what? We're right about at an hour, so I think this is a sweet spot. Is there anything else you guys want to bring up real quick or mention, or no?
I mean, I got the coin holders. If anybody wants one,
I'm telling you guys, you need to reach out if you want one, because
if you're not, I guess,
freaking badass.
Appreciate it. If you're not in the Facebook group, find me on Instagram. It's Fabian's Finest Creations on Instagram.
Fabian's Finest Freaks on
Facebook.
And
just message me there, and if you want one. So they're made to order right now. So
Seriously, man. Thank you, Doug. Thank you for
thank you for being here with us today, man.
Yeah, this is what a great journey to open up with. I'm glad that you were our first adventurer. I can't be more happy about that.
I appreciate it.
I absolutely, seriously am such a fucking fan of your work, man. And
thank
I
you.
just, I love it. I love it. I love it. Those dolls are amazing. And I'm assuming they can get a hold of you if someone wants one of those. They can get a hold of you the same way.
Yeah, right now I'm not doing any like type of commission or order work on that. It's pretty much what I have, and when it goes for sale. But just follow me on Instagram, and I do teasers. So just make sure you follow me, so you see updates. And
so when they drop, that's it. They drop and they're up for sale, and when they're gone, that's it. Right on.
Yep.
Plain, simple, and easy to remember.
Yep.
Well, again, I want to thank you, and I want to thank my my eternal partner Stelios for always being my sidekick, and I his sidekick.
Always.
This is going to be a very interesting journey. We have a lot planned. We have so much in the works. We've got so much done already. So you are going to see, the viewers are going to see MAFC's Creator Crucible like every other 2 weeks, every other week. So it's, every 2 weeks there's going to be an episode. Interesting content. We're going to be covering many things across the board.
A lot of savagery coming.
Careful. There's definitely what he said. I'm not repeating it because I'm not going to get in trouble from the big man. So, but listen to what Stel said. He's not bullshitting. Thank you again, Doug. Seriously, thank you so much, man.
Hey, well, thank you for thank you for the recognition. Thank you for having me on.
Oh my God, dude! Thank you for sharing your work. I can't wait to have so many other artists on. There's so many talented people in this group. It is unreal. It is unreal. I think this is time of the people. I think this is going to open up a lot of doors to many people in many ways, and it's going to be well deserved. So, again,
keep it coming, everyone. Keep it coming for sure.
Yeah, and trust me, we're going to be reaching out to people from all types of artistry. So whether you are a sculptor or a painter or a photographer or you name it, we've been watching, and
we're coming after you.
We absolutely love what everyone's been doing. So please stay savage. Thank you so much, everyone, and you guys have a great weekend. Thanks
again. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, everyone.